Fraser for Seconds Out, YouTube's #1 boxing channel. Well, it is when I'm on it, I can tell you. I'm here with Ben Shalom from Boxer, and what a great night tonight. Fantastic last and headline bout, Dan Azeez, Joshua Buatsi. I've got to ask you though, do you think the scorecards reflected the fight? Because to me, the scorecards seemed a lot wider than what I thought it was going to be.
I agree. I think it was a lot closer than they suggest. Maybe Buatsi was nicking rounds that I think could have gone either way. He was a deserved winner though, and what a fight. I think anyone, forget the scorecards, anyone can see that was a close fight. Dan Azeez, all I wanted for Dan Azeez to do was to show the Dan Azeez that I know and show the Dan Azeez that he's always shown, and he did it again. And both of their stock has risen. Buatsi put on a great performance really, and showed his level towards the end. But yeah, a special fight, a close fight, and one that creates a lot of opportunities for both of them.
And what are the opportunities? Because obviously we know that Buatsi will be due a world title shot against the winner of Bivol and Beterbiev. But of course that could be some months away. So to keep him busy, do you think you might be able to get a fight together with Anthony Yarde?
I think that's a fight that the fans want to see. I think that's been a fight that people have talked about for years. It could be finally here. This was an all-London affair tonight. You've seen the interest in it. You've seen how it sold. That Yarde-Buatsi fight will be 2-3 times even bigger than that. So, yeah, hopefully a huge fight, a massive fight. And as you said, with June the 1st, the unification happening, I know Josh Buatsi is completely focused on having earned his mandatory position, fighting for the world title this year. But if we can put a huge domestic fight on in between, then we'd love to.
Money talks. But look, obviously we know the situation with MATCHROOM, and there's a slight issue there, legal case potential with regards to you and MATCHROOM. And of course MATCHROOM are now teaming up getting a lot more cosy with Queensberry. Does that bother you in a way? Because we all know the big boys and the old timers are trying to push out the young guns, and you want to get these fights together like your Anthony Yarde and Buatsi. How much more difficult does it make it? And do you think that this new collaboration between those two makes your job harder and harder to make the fights the fans want to see?
No, to be honest, I think what Saudi have done in bringing those two together is pretty special and pretty incredible. And we're getting to see fights that we never thought we'd see, and international fights that we never thought we'd see. And we've worked with Queensberry before, and hopefully we will work with MATCHROOM again. And it's I think for us, we feel we have a responsibility to put on big British fights and big British nights. And we've done one. Well, we've done Mayer Jonas, Buatsi, Azeez. We've announced Wardley Clark today. Riatpur, Bilham Smith to come. Another one to come. I think it's great for boxing, and I think the way that as I say, the Saudis are bringing together promoters and making fights happen, it's exciting. And everything moves, and it means the fights happen. I was gutted.
It becomes barriers.
I think so. Yeah, I think I was gutted when Fury Usyk was. I'm so glad that it's been rescheduled that quickly. And I think
I was going to ask you about.
Well, it shows there was, Tyson's not ducking anyone. I think you could see from that cut that it was serious, and so for that to get back on that quickly, credit to everyone involved. And I just think it's great for boxing. Everything moved, and people have been waiting around for fights for a long time, but things are really, really flying. And there's definitely, we want to make sure that the big fights are happening. Big fights happen in Saudi, and the big fights are happening here. This is such an amazing market when you get it right. Look, Buatsi and Azeez won't mind me saying this, they're not huge ticket sellers from a personal basis, but that fight sold. And you just got to get the right fights, and there's definitely very, very healthy, especially when times are tough in the UK at the moment. But when there's a big fight on, they always come out, and it's a joy to be a part of, and both fighters enjoyed it. And yeah, in terms of what's happening in boxing, who can complain? It really is amazing.
I've got to tell you, Ben, and listen, I don't want to keep you too long, it's late at night, but I do think you're doing a great job getting these all British bouts together. You've got another one coming March 31st with Wardley and Fraser Clark. That's going to be a great fight. And of course, we've got Riatpur, Bilham Smith too. I've got to hand it to you, the young gun, but you're bringing out all these great fights. But with the heavyweights, you just said Fury's obviously going to take on Usyk in May, and you've got Joshua taking on Ngannou. Some would laugh at that. I think it's a bit of a pantomime, me being one of them. But you've got your heavyweights, and things could start to be on the horizon for them. when things open up.
That's why I was so gutted about Fury Usyk. I think we want it to open up. We want it to move. Martin Bakoli's been waiting a long time. He'll fight in his final eliminator against Cassius Chaney soon, and so you just want it to move. That's what boxing's about. Get the fights on, and opportunities happen for fighters. Fraser Clark's got a massive task on his hands on March the 31st. It's a huge fight. The winner gets really catapulted. You've seen what happened with AJ and Dillian Whyte and what they both went on to. This is another huge fight, and both of them are going to enjoy it. The spectacle is going to be massive. The build-up's going to be massive. It's at the O2. It's on Sky Sports. It's not on pay-per-view. The numbers will be huge for that fight. But yeah, hopefully we start to see the heavyweight division really moving.
Well, big congratulations to you for tonight and going forward. Doing a great job. This is Keith Fraser with Ben Shalom.